How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 2A News Now. And I also want to welcome the almost 100 new subscribers to the channel in the past couple of days. If you don't know, my name is Troy. And here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news, straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. You would think the ATF and the Biden administration would get tired of losing cases when it comes to the Second Amendment. Last August, the National Association for Gun Rights sued the ATF when they reclassified force reset triggers as being machine guns, which of course is a load of crap. And a federal judge on Monday struck that down, saying that force reset triggers are not machine guns. U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor granted the summary judgment to the National Association for Gun Rights. Judge O'Connor ruled the ATF not only went beyond its statutory authority, they went well beyond their statutory authority. They classified FRT triggers as machine guns. Here is what Judge O'Connor had to say. The ATF made a final determination to classify FRTs as machine guns. The trigger moves forward into its reset state and is depressed to release the hammer from its sear surface for every round fired. The trigger in an FRT-equipped firearm must reset after every round fired, and a shooter who attempts to prevent the reset by holding the trigger in fully depressed position will cause the weapon to malfunction. These facts can be drawn from the administrative record alone and demonstrate that the FRT-equipped firearm must function for each and every round fired. The live testimony during the preliminary confirmed the lack of any such dispute regarding the material facts. And simply put, the ATF did the same as they did with bump stocks. It's like they put words in a bowl and mixed them all together. And let's say they came up with their own word salad. So the ATF could reach a biased conclusion that forced reset triggers, which we all know only allows for one round to be fired with every function of the trigger, is the same as a machine gun? I think not. Judge O'Connor also said, a statutory interpretation makes clear a single function means what it says. A single function of the trigger. It does not mean a single pull by the shooter or some analogous motion. In fact, the word pull is not found anywhere in the statutory definition. The only place the word pull exists is in the ATF's broadened regulatory description. Interpreting the statute, the words pull and function are not synonymous. A pull of the trigger cites action on the part of the shooter, while the function of the trigger relates solely to the mechanics involved in discharging a round. And even though the ATF decided to make up their own word salad and then reclassifying FRT triggers as machine guns, Judge O'Connor didn't fall for it at all. And of course the Department of Justice will appeal the ruling, but they also could ask Judge O'Connor to put the ruling on hold while the Department of Justice prepares their appeal, and that would allow the ATF to continue enforcing that rule. But for right now, as you're listening to this video, Judge O'Connor has prohibited the ATF from pursuing criminal prosecutions for anyone possessing a forced reset trigger, as well as any proceedings that are currently going on against the sellers of the triggers. And Judge O'Connor even went one step further. The judge ruled that the ATF cannot destroy any of the triggers that were turned over to the ATF. And Judge O'Connor even said that vacating the ATF rule completely does achieve the same effect as a nationwide injunction. And even if you never owned a forced reset trigger, this is a big win for gun owners all across America. The National Association for Gun Rights took on the ATF and the Biden administration over them reclassifying FRT triggers as machine guns. And they not only won for themselves, but they won for all of us. And like I said earlier, they will most likely appeal this ruling. And if they rule in favor of the ATF, it will go from court to court until it finally gets to the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court of the United States. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about today's video in the comments section down below. And if you enjoy the content here on the channel, and you want to help the channel out and help it to continue to grow, all you have to do is take a few seconds of your time is to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. I really would appreciate it. And I invite y'all to come back and watch my next video.